my creative critters, and welcome to Sketching with Sarah. I'm Sarah, and today I'm back with another Fun Fact Friday video. Today I wanted to share with you a fun little illustration of a snail cone that I drew in Procreate, and then share some really interesting things that I learned about snails. So before I get into the snail facts, I wanted to tell you how I got here drawing snails as an ice cream treat. Long story short, I saw a stack of snails in a photo on my Pinterest, and it reminded me of a stack of ice cream scoops in an ice cream cone, and I thought that would be so funny to combine them, and I chose alternating chocolate and vanilla, and it kind of reminds me of a zebra soft serve ice cream that I would get at the zoo as a kid. I also think it just makes the shell and the snail body stand out. It makes it easier to read. The most challenging part, I think, was the cone and getting the shading and the colors how I liked it. It's still not super accurate, but I enjoyed making all of the shapes as the shading and playing around with different values and saturations to make the colors in the cone. Another inspiration to do this illustration came from an artist that I follow on Instagram, and you can find her on Instagram at Bees Clay Cash. She's a polymer clay and resin artist, and she makes these adorable little ice cream sea slugs, and I fell in love with them immediately, and I had to get my hands on them. I just think it's such a cute concept because sea slugs are so melty looking and they work perfectly as an ice cream design. She's also made these really cute snake ice cream designs as well as s'mores and fruits with these little slugs. And I think I have like over 16 of these little babies just hanging out on the stands of my monitors on my desk. And I look at them every day and they make me so happy. I will be linking her website and Instagram so you can give her a follow and see all the cute little sculptures that she makes and check out what's in her shop right now. So now that you kind of understand the inspiration for this illustration here, let's talk about some really fun facts that I learned about snails. The first thing I wanted to talk about is how snails have the highest number of teeth of any animal. A snail's mouth is the size of a pin, but it can have up to 20,000 teeth depending on the species of snail. To put that into perspective, sharks, for example, only ever have about 300 teeth at any one time, and snails can have 20,000. That's kind of terrifying to me. Some species of marine snails have teeth that are the strongest natural material in the world. Limpet's teeth, for example, upon a close study, is 5 times stronger than spider silk and can withstand extreme pressures that would turn carbon into diamond. And that is just wild to me that such a squishy little creature's teeth are that strong. Another really fun thing that I learned about snails is that they can sleep anywhere from a few hours all the way up to 3 years. Snails need constant moisture to survive in dry temperatures, so they sleep to secrete enough mucus to survive. And I guess sometimes they just decide that the environment around them isn't moist enough, so they'll just sleep for years. Such a cute, squishy looking creature can't be that aggressive, can they? Well, there is a species of snail called the giant triton. It is a very aggressive predator with a keen sense of smell that loves to eat starfish by paralyzing them with a venomous saliva. If that isn't intimidating by itself, these snails can grow up to 1.5 feet long. The false trumpet snail, which is also known as the Australian trumpet, is this large sea snail that may reach 36 inches in length, can weigh up to 40 pounds. Are we surprised that such a large snail is in Australia, though? These snails are known as the largest water snail species, and arguably the largest and the heaviest gastropod in the world. Also, the largest recorded land snail is the African giant snail that measures up to 15.5 inches long and was discovered in 1978, weighing about 2 pounds. In contrast, the smallest snail is small enough to fit through the eye of a needle. The Angustapilla dominica is currently the smallest land snail found, with a shell that measures only 0.03 inches. And any snail that is shorter than 0.2 inches is officially qualified as a microgastropod. So snails can get pretty big and pretty small. And snails are one of the most diverse animals in form, habitat, and behaviors. They live almost anywhere on Earth, and there are as many as 150,000 species of gastropods living in almost all habitats. from deserts to ocean trenches. One last fact that I found really interesting about snails is they don't really have brains, but instead can learn through associative learning. They only have 2 brain cells, but they're apparently excellent at decision making and even help robots become smarter. Snails may not think as fast, but scientists have discovered that they can make complex decisions using only 2 brain cells. I don't know what types of decisions these snails have been given by these scientists, and I'd be happy to look into it further if anyone is interested. But it's just funny to me to think that these little blobby creatures are contemplating real high-stake dilemmas of any kind. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me draw this snail cone in Procreate. Had a lot of fun taking my time with this one and adding in all of those tiny details and textures. If you like this video, don't forget to leave it a like and subscribe for more art and animal related content. I try to upload a new video here for you every Friday, and let me know in the comments what animals you'd like to learn more about next. I also really want to know what your favorite snail fact from today was, and do you know anything that I didn't talk about snails? I'd love to know, so be sure to comment that. I'll be chatting with you guys down there. And I always have all of the sources that I use for any information that I share in my videos linked in my description box below, so you can do your own research and learn more things about snails that I didn't mention in this video. Snails and slugs and gastropods in general are just so fascinating to me, and I hope that you learned something new today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay creative, and I will see you in next Friday's video.